Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Alisa Abdullaeva and I'm here to help you to create harmonious relationship between a man and a woman. You know what's interesting? Lately, I've been seeing this divorce trend online and honestly, it's heartbreaking. A woman decides to leave her husband, to find herself, to find happiness, to find her mission in life, and to find her freedom. And at first she's glowing. New apartment, new hair, new freedom. That's a happy face. But then the silence comes, and that silence can feel louder than the marriage ever did. She realizes the freedom she chased feels more like emptiness. The cycle that no one talks about. Let me show you an example, a woman who was excited about divorce and then shares how terrible life feels after just 3 months.
I feel like a different person already. I feel like I can do whatever I want and I'm not responsible for anybody anymore but me. I don't know, things aren't going that great. I just keep thinking about what it used to be like when things were good. And maybe all of this was my fault. Maybe I'm a selfish, narcissistic. Maybe it's me. I don't know, but I'm kind of struggling. All that fake, all that happy, oh, I'm doing so great. I think I was in shock. And now it's coming like into reality and I don't know. I know this is just a separation and there are a lot of worse things in the world than this. I don't know what my life's gonna be like. I can't seem to remember anything bad. I just remember all the good things.
At first she's glowing, the happy face, but then the silence comes. She thought leaving a husband would fix the pain, that life on her own would finally bring happiness. But no one tells you this, ladies. You can change your house, your man, even your name, and still wake up with the same emptiness inside. She goes online for validation and other women tell her, you're strong, you're powerful, you deserve better. He is bad, he is a liar. You'll find a better man. And it feels empowering until the highs wears off.
I'm honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. That's like the weirdest thing about grief is like, didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's the tsunami is back. Like it's just so hard and like I'm frustrated because I, got my whole world got disheveled and I feel like he has moved on and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me, which it still just sucks, I can't imagine, thank you guys for sharing stuff, like stories that you've gotten through this and it's been however many years, because I could not imagine that.
A woman here saying directly she regrets the divorce and how hard life is now. Ladies, listen to it carefully.
Left my husband a year ago, and I've been wanting to come on here and give a live update of a year from now and what my life looks like. And I've been hoping that I would be able to come on here and tell you guys that life is just fucking great. But it's not. It's still really hard. I wanted to have my shit more together. I know that this isn't the truth, but I just feel like I'm failing so much as a mom. My life is fucking hard.
Here's another woman sharing deep regret, realizing life is harder than before.
Months ago, and I regret it. No, you're not supposed to say that. I know I'm supposed to be in my living my best life, hoe era, whatever, but like, no. These last 5 months have broken my spirit. They have been the hardest of my life. These last 5 months have required so much work, so much discipline to get back to myself. I question my decisions constantly. That you can learn from me being a dumbass.
And here's something I've noticed again and again, my friends. Most women hardly ever openly admit that they regret the divorce. Instead, they go online seeking validation, convincing themselves that it was the right choice. And when the reality starts to hurt, they double down, even promoting the divorce to other women so they don't have to face their own pain.
Oh my God, I'm officially divorced! Yes!
It's not cruelty, it's self-protection, because admitting regret would mean admitting they might have walked away from something sacred and something special. And here's the emotional truth. The first truth is loneliness. The bed feels too big, the silence too heavy, and independence starts to feel like isolation. The second truth is masculine burnout. You become your own planner, your own provider, and your own protector. And it's exhausting. Every day you feel like on the go mode, paying the bills, solving the problems, staying strong, dating other men because no one wants to be single and alone. And slowly your excitement about divorce begins to fade. Because when a woman lives in that masculine energy for too long, her vibration begins to drop. Not because you're broken, but because you're surviving, not receiving. And here's the spiritual law. We don't attract what we want. We attract what we vibrate. So when you start dating again from that state, you don't attract your equal. You attract men on the same survival frequency. Men who are emotional and available, seeking fun, attention, or distraction, but no commitment. And here's a woman talking about her friend who left her working husband to have fun and now regrets it, while he's already dating someone else seriously.
She was telling me that she got divorced, and I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, you know, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, you know, they had a big house, they had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, you know, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I fucking hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out, have a good time, and then that's it. She said, no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her, like, the girl doesn't work.
You can see this online. Why do I only meet men who want to party? Why I can find someone serious where all good men are? Because your energy shifted from receiving love to trying to control it. That's the hidden cost of masculine living. It disconnects you from your natural, feminine, soft flow. And then comes the loss of sacred energy. That's invisible warmth, the heartbeat that turns a house into a home, disappears. Now, you're not just rebuilding your life, but your vibration. When a woman ends a marriage, she enters a 7-year karmic reflection cycle. It's not a punishment, it's a mercy. And a lot of women don't know about it. Those 7 years are the soul's time to rest and reflect, to ask yourself, did I know myself before I chose a man? Did I live from the truth or from the pain? Was I disconnected from my feminine essence and expecting him to complete me? Did I expect a lot from him? If you skip this inner work and jump straight into dating, karma simply repeats itself. The same pattern, new face. Because karma doesn't punish. It teaches again and again until the heart awakens. So why does it look like men move on faster? When you divorce a man, please understand, the reason why a man will find someone much faster than you will is because you took a step to divorce him. And therefore, you will be paying the price and consequences. Because a man is truly provider, leader, and protector. But you're preserving the family and relationship and creating the peace, comfort, happiness, and love at home. And you can motivate a man to become a better provider, a better leader, and a better protector if you grow and learn spiritual practices and practice them on a daily basis. And when you're practicing those spiritual practices, you become this soft, feminine, gentle, kind, empathic. And by being the soft and gentle, high-value woman, you're motivating a man to become this high-value man who is a provider, leader, and protector. So before you exit the marriage, ask yourself, am I being the best version of myself in this marriage? Or am I having a lot of expectations and attachment to those expectations and rushing to make a decision and leaving this man and this marriage? Because 90% of the women are initiating the divorce and 90% of women regretting the divorce. Please know that a man could start dating literally after 3 or 6 months. Because you've ended the divorce, you will be faced with the 7-year-old karma, but not him. Now that's why we are seeing this new wave of regret online, women saying, I thought divorce would make me happy, but now I just feel empty.
Divorce is a lot like death. I've experienced a lot of that in my life. You have to grieve, and you have to get some grasp on understanding. And on Monday, we will have been married 14 years. We will have been together in April for over 20. And as weird as this may sound, it's almost like I'm grieving and mourning the brother-sister aspect of our relationship, or the friendship aspect, more than the romantic aspect. Because if you know anything about Disney movies, Ohana means family, and family's forever, especially the family you pick. If I run out of gas on the side of the interstate and I call him, no matter how many times I call, no matter how sad I am, no matter how alone I am, he's not coming. And he's told me that, and he's shown me that. And I'm having the hardest time accepting that he's not my family anymore. Where am I going to be buried? Who's going to bury me? That's the hard part. He doesn't want to be my family. That's the hardest part.
They don't actually miss their exes. They miss the family dynamic and the connection they had. The true healing begins when we stop saying, he was the problem, he was the liar, and he didn't help out, and start asking, what was I meant to learn? Most women don't need to leave their marriages. You need to live your masculine survival mode. Because when you return to softness, you stop attracting chaos. You start attracting protection, leadership, peace, and love. That's what we do inside of my feminine circle, a sacred space for growth, learning, and healing, and reconnecting with the Creator and harmony within ourselves. We meet monthly for live lessons, guided practices, and sisterhood support. Healing alone is heavy. Healing together is sacred. If you're standing at that crossroads thinking about divorce, already there, pause. Ask yourself, am I leaving him or am I leaving myself? Because peace doesn't come from leaving a man. It comes from meeting your own truth deeply. When you return to your feminine nature, feminine essence, you don't have to chase love anymore. Love starts finding you. Come home to your peace, your softness, and your sacred rhythm. Turn to yourself before you make that final decision. You can always walk away. But are you ready to go through such a long period of grief, reflection, and healing? Please think about it, ladies. Namaste. I wish you happiness.